In today's video we're going to be looking at this picture that was submitted by Please Send Cookies on Reddit. Both of these rooms are identical except one has a flower growing out of the flower pot and the other one doesn't. So the weird thing is the one that has a flower growing out of it is invalid housing. But why does this happen? So this is what we're gonna do. I have two identical houses here, house number 1 and house number 2. So we're gonna destroy this flower here, and for some reason this house is not valid housing, as we can see. In the bottom there it says this is not valid housing. However, the one on the right is valid housing, and Mr. Merchant has moved in to this lovely little house here. So what I want to know is, why is one of them valid and the other one isn't? Initially people on Reddit thought it might have something to do with the torch, in the sense that the flower might obstruct the torch or it might change the properties of the torch, which could make sense since on the picture the torches were above the flower pots, but it actually turns out that it's not in the torch but it's in the floor. So for those that don't know, an NPC needs 2 blocks to stand on in order to move in, and those 2 blocks cannot be next to the walls. So if I get out the ruler, we can check out that this block here, that is next to the wall, so that doesn't count, and this block here is next to the wall, so that doesn't count. So that leaves 2 solid blocks left that the NPC can stand on. This one here and this one here. And coincidentally, that is, oops, I should not have done that. Okay, let's move to this one. Just pretend the flower's there. So this is the remaining block that the NPC can stand on. Now for whatever reason, the game, whenever a flower grows out of this flower pot, it renders this block invalid and it is no longer a tile that the NPC can stand on, and that leaves only 1 tile left, and that makes it invalid. So the strange question is, why does a flower growing out of the flower pot make a solid block invalid? I mean, it's not obstructing anything, you can walk in front of it, so this shouldn't happen. So now that we've established that there's a flower of doom in Terraria, I was going to try and explain why I think this happens, but I have literally no idea. I cannot even guess why this happens. I mean, if we look at the valid house, then there's the valid block here, then there's a table and a clay pot, and the game accepts that, that's fine. That counts as a block that the NPC can stand on. But then if a flower grows out of the pot, then suddenly the NPC thinks that it cannot stand there. And why is that? I cannot work out why. Does it think that it's a solid block there? Or does it make the game think that no block exists here because of the flower? Maybe it thinks that the flower is on the surface. You know, like a grass surface, it might think that this is the top, so there's no valid block to stand on. I don't know, it's very confusing. If any of you guys have programming knowledge, or if you are very intelligent, then I do welcome you to speculate in the comments. I would like to read you guys' theories on why this happened. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, because if you don't, then a flower of doom will come and destroy your house. Thank you for watching guys, and I shall see you later.